Hey, what is going on, guys? Jigsaw from newworldgamingx here, and this is Rome 2 Total War. So it just came out. I've been waiting for a while. This is the new Total War game from the Creative Assembly. It came out on September 2nd, and it's available on Steam right now. You can buy it if you want. So if you've never played a Total War game before, it's basically like an RTS, like a real-time strategy, and a turn-based strategy all in one. So you'll see in a sec. I don't want to try and explain it because I have a feeling I'll like under-explain it a lot because I'm bad at explaining things. So I'm hoping to make this friendly to you guys who have never played a Total War game before. I've played a ton, but they've changed a ton of things in Rome 2, so I'm going to be learning most of this over along with you guys. What I'm going to be doing is solo campaign. You could do it co-op, which I was thinking about, but it's quicker this way. You don't have to like spectate. I mean, I don't think you guys want to spectate my partner doing his turn and stuff, because the co-op campaign is the exact same thing as the regular campaign. It's just you get another person in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a new campaign, and I'm going to play as the Romans. So with each faction you have different like houses or tribes in each faction, and in Rome you specifically have 3 houses to choose from, and during the game you'll have to try and like control the Senate and get members of your house into like powerful government positions. So I'll be playing the house of Julii because that's where Caesar was from, and that's just what I usually play. That's what I played in the first Rome, and yeah, pretty much that's all I really know about. So yeah, there's actually a ton of history in this game. Julius Caesar will actually like come along, and there's some historical battles and stuff. I'm gonna play it on normal difficulty. Eventually I'll get to like hard or extreme difficulty, but for now I'm just gonna play normal because again I'm learning all of this over, so I assume I'm probably going to lose some stuff too. Just check the settings there. That all looks fine. Victory conditions. What is this? Oh, you can do different. You can win this a lot of different ways. So basically, what the campaign is you start off as whatever faction you choose. You start off with maybe one city or a couple in Rome's case, and then you have to try and like control the whole map. But there are different ways you can win. There's the military victory, and then I believe what else? You got the economic victory and the cultural victory. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, and I think you can do any of these. I don't think you just pick one. And yeah, I'm gonna probably go for the military off the bat. All of them, not a single one is like easy. You have to do a ton of stuff to go for any of them. But I'll probably go for military because I like to play the Total War game kind of like expansionist. But yeah, so I played this a little tiny bit. I know a bit about combat and just how to not fall on my face right off the bat. But that's pretty much as far as I've gotten. So a lot of this is going to be fresh and new to me, and I don't know how to do a lot of the stuff. So yeah, this is Rome 2 Total War. I've been waiting for it forever, and it's kind of like I said I don't want to explain it, but the turn-based portion of it kind of reminds me a little bit of Civilization, almost, just a lot more depth. I don't know. I don't want to say that because then people who like Civilization are gonna be like, oh, this game blows. But yeah, I think this is the 25th anniversary of the Total War games, so they've been working on Rome 2 for a very, very long time, and you can definitely see how freaking amazing it is. So loading up here. Here we go.
You are at war with the Etruscan League. March north and capture their territories. This will allow you to consolidate Italia and ensure the safety of Roma. You must wage war if you hope to extend your dominion. Syracuse and Carthage own territory in Magna Graecia, so conflict with them is inevitable if you wish to expand across the Mediterranean. Otherwise, they may prove useful allies against Etruria or the Gaulish tribes to the north. Come what may, Rome will triumph.
There it is. There's the badass intro there, and I've already got an objective. Now you can. This is a complete sandbox game. You can do whatever you want. It's gonna play out differently every time. But you will get like little missions, little side objectives. You don't have to do it, but it might like help your reputation with the Senate or something like that, and you can get like little rewards here too. So completely control 2 provinces either by direct ownership or through client state and military allies. Okay, I think that's kind of a long-term reward. I have to control 2 provinces. So the way it works is these are obviously like cities. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but they're like little cities, and they're all part of one big province. So say the boot of Rome might be one whole province, and if you control all of it, you get like kind of a bonus to that region. So if you control all cities within the province, you're gonna have a little bit of a bonus. So this is what I start off with here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cities, including Rome right here, which is my main city. And obviously I got the Gaulish tribes up here, and it's not just like one faction of Gaul up there, it's like a ton of different little tribes and stuff. Like I said, it's really split up and really actually historic. And then I got this stuff down here. I'll eventually want to conquer all down here. I have Carthage. Oh, so many huge enemies down here. Carthage, Greece. But let me try and go into the tactical view here. And this is the whole map. This is the whole map, and I was just showing you this tiny portion right here. So yeah, it's huge. This is the biggest map they've ever done in any Total War game, and yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. Okie dokie. So our first order of business is this place. I want to capture that place right there, and with this army. Now the way you recruit in this game, I'm gonna want to bring a little more than what these units that he has into battle right now. So how you recruit is you don't recruit from your cities like you did from the other games. As long as you're in friendly territory, any general can recruit units right down here. So I'm gonna go recruit, and I'm gonna recruit Hastati, which are basically like the regular, just average troopers of the Roman. And I'm not a Roman history guy, so don't like kill me if I say something wrong, but like as far as I know, they're like the basic units. Now what I'm doing over here is my spy. I'm gonna have him try and sabotage, or her try and sabotage this place here, and the highest chance of success is arson. You can see right here, so I'm going to go for that. Oh, it was successful. There we go. So that was a 50-50. Guess it flipped a coin. And what I'm really trying to do is get this spy upgraded, because eventually it can like assassinate like family members or generals of the other legions. So what I'm going to do is level up right here, and you can level up your characters or your generals, and just your armies in general will level up, like your units in general, but you have to level up like the legions and that kind of stuff, if that makes any sense. So what I'm going to do is upgrade to agent, or whatever this little upgrade is, and it's going to give me a 5 chance plus success. So I'll just get a little bonus chance of success in anything I'm doing. So now that these guys are recruiting, you see the little one right here means it's going to take 1 turn, and he can't move while he's recruiting. He's just going to like stand there and kind of call people over. Like I said, he has to be in the borders to recruit. But if he's outside the borders, say, anywhere, you can recruit mercenaries, which are a bit more expensive and a bit more expensive to like upkeep. But yeah, they're just, you can recruit them anywhere throughout the world. So I'm going to try and manage some cities here. And what I've noticed with Rome especially is that they run out of food pretty quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and focus to try and make a bunch of food right off the bat. So I'm going to build this little fishing village here, and if you notice, these are all the cities in the region. There's 4 cities in the region, so it's Rome, Neapolis, and then it shows these 2, but I don't actually control these 2. They're up here. They're controlled by probably some random Gaul tribe, so, or the Etruscans. So I have to capture those before I can like build stuff, obviously. Now I do have these down here, which are a part of a different region apparently, and these 2 cities are in that region. So again, if I control all 4 in the region, or however many are in the region, then I can get a bonus for that region. I can, you know, do some cool stuff. So what I'm gonna do is what am I gonna do? I'm going to I want to upgrade these fishing villages to make sure that they produce more fish. I already have this one upgrading here in Neapolis, and I'd like to upgrade the village as in itself to produce more food, but I have to wait till I have more cash, obviously, because I'm recruiting. That costs some money, and then the upgrades for the cities cost some money. Now down here you can see the happiness in the little parentheses to the right of the overall happiness is how much it's going to go up or down next turn. So that one's going to go up, that's fine. This one's going up. All of them are pretty much going up slowly, but what makes it go down is as far as I know, like I know so far, is you know, chaos in the region. Like if this city changes hands, then it's gonna kind of cause people to panic a little bit, because like there's war going on and stuff. If you run out of food, that kind of stuff. So there's a ton of influences it plays on it, like whether you have a military presence actually in the city or not will affect it. But yeah, so I've upgraded my cities. I've recruited with this guy down here. I have another guy somewhere down south. Yeah, him right here. Now what I want to do with him eventually is to go into conquest and take over that little island. But if you see, when I go to recruit, I don't have all the options that I did with them up there. The reason why is because this region with these 2 cities and these 2 cities down here, none of these cities under my control in this region have like a barracks. Like Rome has a big barracks, and that's why I can build the Hastati. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him up to that region, and then I'm just going to recruit within the region, then I'll bring him back down and eventually capture those cities down there. Okay. Just a quick note before I continue is my volume might be screwed up. Like I might be talking too quietly. I don't think that's gonna happen because I'm talking pretty loud. But yeah, I'm using a different recording software, so if anything screws up, I'll fix it next episode. Okay. Another thing new in this one is you research technology like completely separately from any towns or anything. So you just go to technology and you can research one thing at a time. So these are actually all branches of technology, and these are just like the 2 starts to the branch. So if I want to start researching civil technology or military technology, I'm gonna go civil first because Rome actually has a really good early military, so I'm not gonna worry about that too much. I can beat up some Gauls, but once I get down to like Carthage and stuff, I'm really gonna have to up my military. But that's about it for now. I've chosen a technology to stuff. I don't even know where that came from. Anyways, down here on the map, you can see my food surplus. That's good. As long as that doesn't go down, I'll be okay. This is how much money I'm projected to make next turn, and this is my total money that I have right now. This is the year. I believe Caesar was born in 100 AD, somewhere around there. So yeah, we'll see him come in eventually. I am the House of Julii, so he should be available for me. So here we go.
Must sheathe the sword and talk for the good of their people.
Okay, so this is the diplomacy screen, and the Etruscan League actually just offered me a peace treaty, and they want me to pay for it too, which is funny because I'm about to go kick their ass. So I'm gonna go ahead and decline and send them on their way. So there's like I think like 100 and something, 130, 170, some huge number of factions. As you can see them all speeding by really fast, and you know that's probably pretty CPU heavy, I'd imagine. So you know, if you have a really crappy CPU, that might take hours. So yeah, just be aware of that. So now my recruitment is done. You can see all these Sistai. You got the general unit here, some spear throwers, some velites, and some less experienced spear thrower leves. There we go. So it designates what type of unit it is, and this is missile, this is infantry, and the basic like combat is there's spearmen, there's cavalry, there's missile, and then infantry. Those are like the basic classes, and it's kind of like a rock paper scissors system. Like spearmen will do really well against cavalry, and then cavalry will do really well against missile, and missile will do very well against spearmen. Infantry are just kind of like all around, so you don't even have to play it like that, but charging cavalry into a bunch of spears is not smart. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead here and attack Velathra, I don't even know how to say that. So here you can see the garrisoned army, and since they didn't actually have like a general here with an army, it's just like the army that's in the town, just like mustering up. So they're pretty much like, there's some mobs, some peasants here, and we're gonna go ahead and fight them. This is the chances of me winning versus them winning, and I've actually won when it's been down here, so it's not 100% accurate. It's just to give you an idea that you're probably gonna crush them. And you notice I don't have too many more units than him. It's just that my units are more well trained, and these are generally like town watch and, you know, civilians and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and begin this assault. There's a couple options there. There's let the computer simulate it for you, and it'll just like simulate it, and it will tell you who wins. That's what I do if I'm like definitely gonna kick their ass, or you know, they're definitely gonna kick my ass, and it's not even worth the fight. Then I'll just simulate it, but everything else I'll play because I love the combat in this game. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's really, really well done. It's kind of, if you're familiar with the other Total War games, then you'll get the hang of it. It's really easy to pick up too. A lot of my friends pick it up pretty quick. So yeah, we're gonna go in here and hopefully take this city. If I defeat the army within the city, then I will have it. It will be mine, and hopefully I'll be able to control all 4 of these little cities in the region, so I can get the bonus. So here, as soon as you get into the battle screen, you have the weather conditions, and it kind of gives you like a little description of what it's going to do. Right now it's dry. It could be raining, snowing, whatever, depending on the region and the likeliness of the weather. So if it's raining right now, and for some reason I have like archers that I want to set their arrows on fire or something, I'd have to click wait and wait for it to be dry. I can wait like 3 different times, and basically what it does, it just sims ahead a couple hours before you start the battle, before you deploy, and you can get a better chance of getting like dry. But this is fine for me because I'm just doing basic units. I wouldn't care if it is raining, but you know, if it's foggy and stuff and you got to do some long range stuff, then you might have some problems. Now this is the deployment screen. The battle isn't actually going on. It's kind of just like where you want to deploy your forces, so you know I can just instantly move them around here and deploy. But what I usually do is I just group my units I got my 2 high trained missile guys, and then I got these missile guys. I'm not going to keep them together, just because I'm going to get all my Hastati in a group. That's going to be my main infantry force, and then I got my general over there. I'm actually going to deploy, okay, hold on, let me give you an overview here. So this is the city. It's pretty small, but this is the capture point. There's only one in this city. Some cities have multiple capture points. And instead of just going until one army is completely destroyed, you can actually capture this capture point. If you hold it for long enough, then you will actually win the battle. This is the amount of defender points or capture points. It's kind of like how many points they have, and the longer you stay in here, they'll start losing points. So, you know, it's just like a little defensive point. So if you have a really small army and you're defending, you actually have a hope of winning if you just try and defend these points and just hold off. But say, like, if you send your army over here or something wild, they can just go on the point, and if you're trying to, like, exploit it or something, then they're definitely going to just hold the point and win the battle, take the city. Alright, so I'm going to deploy these guys over here, and what is this? This little tents, whatever. My Romans don't give any fucks. I'm going to have my missile troops right behind him. I'm going to have these guys, I'm going to throw them over here. I'm going to try something a bit cheeky, as well as my cavalry. I'll try and do a flank, but my main force is going to go in here, and we'll see. You can also access any unit's special ability, so it actually looks really, really good. If you look at the units, they're all like individualized and stuff. But they have special abilities down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have them like set their spears on fire before they throw them. These guys throw a bunch of spears, and you know, if you set them on fire, they're less accurate, but they kind of strike fear into the enemy, and that's a big thing with the civilians. They break pretty easily, so the faster I can make them turn tail and run and figure out it's not worth it, then the better. So here I'm gonna go ahead and move up. Just if you tell them to move, you just right click and they'll move. If you double tap it, they'll run. But what I like to do is right click and hold, and then you can kind of drag it out and kind of set their formation a little bit. If I want like a wide line, I can do that. I gotta be really, really aware over here. So the computer actually has seen what I did up on that hill, and they're moving, adjusting to it. They got their 2 paths blocked off. These are spearmen, these are spearmen. You know, just in case I tried a cavalry charge or something, they would definitely take them down. I'm gonna move these mobs of missiles up here, as well as the cavalry. So hopefully I'll get them to throw all their spears at these spearmen, and my cavalry have a good shot into the flank of what will be a huge battle going on with the infantry over here. So I'm having them move at a quick march. Look how cool that is. If you press, say I want to select this unit, and I press insert, yeah! Oh, what? I just undid it. So you can get kind of like a unit cam. You can kind of like feel what it's like to be charging or something if you're charging the enemy. That's kind of like what's going through their head and stuff, so that is pretty cool. I love that cam. You'll definitely see me use it a lot throughout this. I'm going to engage the main force here before I start throwing all those things. So they're actually throwing rocks at me. They have slingers, so I'm just going to have them charge the spearmen and start breaking that up a little bit. Get most of the infantry engaged over there. Here they go. I'm going to try and get a cool camera. No, no, that's not a cool camera! No! No! Oh! Oh, whatever. I'll just go in like this. Alright, here we go. There it is. Alright, so they're gonna fight over there. I'm gonna have my velites, my highly trained guys. Oh, I never moved them up. That was my problem. But you see how that's flashing right there? That means they're routing. They're gonna run. And see how their flag completely disappeared? That means there's no chance of them changing their mind. They are gone. Like, they're just going to run off the field until I either run them down and capture them, or they're completely gone. So I got this main thing going there. I'm going to have these guys, these kind of like peasant spear guys, start throwing stuff over here. Hopefully I'll break up this spear and I can come in and hit these mobs with my cavalry, because they will break as soon as they get my cavalry. A lot of my units are actually hanging back. I just got to tell them to move up individually so I can get the maximum. Oh, someone just took a. Alright, here come my velites. Come to reinforce. I like the wolf pelts, those are awesome. Now here we come. Coming up behind the sty. And they're gonna start throwing shit. Notice how it's on fire because I clicked that. Let's go see what kind of effect that's having on these guys. Oh. Oh! That guy just took one. That was pretty bad. So yeah, it's kind of demoralizing. I don't know if you heard those guys screaming or not. I'm gonna move these guys in kind of a stack. See how all of them are routing. Those guys all just broke, and they are about to be done. I'm gonna charge my cavalry in at these slingers because they're missile units. They're throwing rocks and stuff. They will have absolutely no chance against my cavalry. I'm gonna move my final missile group up, and it looks like they broke already. So I'm gonna move my guys into the victory point just as like a fuck you, and that's pretty much it. So they're all broken. I can go round them up if I want. I can either continue the battle and like try and round up some prisoners, or I can just end it, which is what I'm gonna do. And then you can save the replay or not. It tells you what kind of victory you had or lost. It'll say like close, decisive, heroic. It depends if you came back, if you're outnumbered or whatever. And here we get a good overview on the loading screen back. You can see that I deployed over 1,000 men. I only lost 47 of those, and they lost over 700. So that is the training of my units, my Hastati. You can see the little rank bar. Oh, kind of lost it. Here we go. All right, so you actually see the armies like fighting each other there. That was pretty cool. And like I was saying, you see the little chevrons here. This was probably the frontline unit getting a bunch of kills and stuff. And they will like individually rank up and like eventually become veterans, and like they'll be more effective in combat. So here, after I win, I get to decide what I want to do with the settlement here. Now that I control it, I can loot it, and that's going to give me a lot of money. I can just occupy it, or I can burn it. Now these have different effects on the like public order of the city itself, and actually like my relationship with the faction that had it before. You know, if I burn it down and I kill everyone in it, then obviously the previous faction that owned it is going to have some hatred toward me because I just slaughtered their citizens. I can loot it. That's going to give me a lot of money, but like the province is going to be like, if I loot their town, they're kind of going to be a bit scared. So that's going to kind of make it unstable a little bit, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Do I have enough money? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and loot it. Just get some extra money. So my general that I actually took it with has ranked up. So you can see all of his army here. You can see this one's a little wounded. This means that they're like healing. These little things right here, the infantry, the units will heal and get more men back into the units if they died, and they will replenish everything. So I'm gonna give him a break to just sit in that city a little bit, and it's gonna help that the city. Hopefully, I'll be able to. L3. I'm trying to see what. Yeah, see down here it says it's gonna be -65 happiness like next turn, because obviously it just changed hands and a lot of the civilians died. So I'm gonna keep the army there for now to try and kind of like police it a little bit. Got my spy here who is ready for actually another little task. I'm gonna send it to the next city that I want to take. I'm gonna try and sabotage something over there, do some more arson, and we'll see what happens. There's a lot of different outcomes that could happen. You got it? Yes, sabotage successful. We are so lucky. In the campaign I played before, I was wounded and killed. So we are really lucky with that. Now I can build here. I'm going to go ahead and repair whatever was damaged in the fighting, and then we'll start developing that city. So this is going to be the end of episode 1 here. It's been pretty long. The other ones will probably be shorter. But yeah, this is Rome 2. If you really like it and you want to play it, it's a sandbox game. Anything can happen. You can buy it on Steam for 60 bucks, and yeah, it's really good, really fun, and I hope we're gonna have a good series. I hope it's been entertaining to you so far, and yeah, you can look forward to the next video. If you want to subscribe, you'll catch that as soon as it comes out. I'll be doing another one soon, and yeah, I've been Jigsaw from newworldgamingx. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.